welcome to another McMuscles. You don't remember the name.
Okay.
McMuscles No, this is good. McMuscles Midnight Massacre. Yeah.
Okay, we came up with that together, to be fair, right?
You said midnight. I think I said massacre, maybe.
Yeah, I said like Midnight Madness or something like that.
So that's
movie madness. There was a lot of M's being thrown around.
Too many. And tonight's movie is
The Winchester.
Yes, we've heard about this one for a while because you love Grandma's pussy. And that would be Helen.
No one wants to fuck Grandma's pussy. Wait, we're gonna get to
that would be because Helen Mirren stars in The Winchester,
right?
Which it came out a few months ago. Maybe we never wound up seeing it.
We kept always being like, oh, we're gonna see it in the theater, then we didn't. Then it was on Xbox Live, and oh, we're gonna buy it, and then we didn't. Which is always smart because everything comes to Netflix. So like, what are you fucking doing?
Not everything,
you know?
but like
most
I'd
things.
say like 70%.
Big things.
Yeah.
Anyways, my follow-up question was, is she gonna be in a bathing suit? Because have you seen this bitch in a bathing suit? She looks awesome.
Not lately, I haven't.
Damn. Well, they aged her for this movie because her face is not that wrinkly, I don't think, in real life.
I saw her last in A Fast and the Furious. She played Jason Statham's mom.
Okay.
And she looked great there, and that was only a few years ago. And like,
great.
they kind of decrepit her up. They shot like Golden Girls juice on her.
Bad makeup, like bad cakey makeup on her face.
Yeah.
I wasn't thrilled with that.
Yeah.
And like, they're covering her body with this like high-necked, old-timey stuff because it takes place.
Which is what you're wearing tonight.
Yeah, it's my homage to her, but like,
it
takes place in what, 1906?
1906.
Based on a real woman, Madame Winchester,
who's like the heiress, not the heiress, but like the wife of the guy that started the Winchester Rifle Company. And that's kind of the setup for the movie. And based on the real life facts, she had this crazy house that was being worked on 24/7, 7 days a week, just added new rooms.
Doing crazy shit.
And when I first saw the trailer, did you see the trailer initially when it first...
I must have if we wanted to see it, right?
Yeah.
So I must have...
I remember the big trailer being, ooh, this is kind of cool, and like, oh, it's a creepy house. And when I think of creepy houses, I think of the creepy place from 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, you kept banging on about that while we were watching it. You're like, we should watch 13 Ghosts.
And the Haunting with Liam Neeson and Catherine Zeta-Jones. That house is super creepy. It's got bad CG, but it's super creepy.
This house wasn't creepy. Spoiler. It wasn't that scary of a house, too. I know what you mean, like a house with like good creep vibes.
Yeah.
And it kind of just wasn't.
Before we get into that stuff, just she's the heiress of the Winchester Company. She has all this crazy house.
Also, have to tell you guys, Sam and Dean do not show up. It was a really big disappointment because I was thinking they were gonna come save the day. They know what to do with ghosts, right? But anyways, continue. Just letting the ladies know.
Yeah, no, of course. It's still going on, right?
Man, they're in their 18th season or something.
Supernatural.
I tuned out a while ago.
For guys,
but
they're like, what show are they talking about?
Yeah, whew, it's a fucking ride.
I've never watched a single episode of Supernatural.
Really?
And when I talk to you about it, you're just like, well, I'm not going to start with you. There's 18 seasons. And I'm like, okay.
We'll die before we get to the end of
There's that animated Scooby-Doo one, too.
It's a crazy universe.
Yeah.
You know, anyways. That's neither here nor there.
The Winchester Company, the board of directors, hates Helen Mirren.
They think she's a crazy old bitch.
And they're like, we want all the power for ourselves. So they hire a doctor who's played by Jason Clarke, Jason Isaac, Jason something.
Hold on.
He played John Connor in Terminator Genesis, and I hated his guts in that.
Right? Okay, so his name in the movie's Dr. Price.
Dr. Eric Price.
Oh, you knew his first name was Eric.
Yeah, I kind of paid attention. And they hire this doctor who has a traumatic life thing to be like, well, we need an outside source to...
He on drugs.
He's on
poison? He's just doing poison. It's called laudanum or something like that.
I was like, that's hardcore in 1906. Instead of like taking like weed or smoking weed,
he's just drinking poison. Yeah.
So he does that to deal with his stuff, and he's supposed to observe her and like ascertain.
Say she's crazy, she's not mentally fit to keep running the company.
But the Winchester Company's like, we'd really like it if she was crazy.
If you like, well, here's an extra, 3 bills.
Yeah.
Pay him 600 bones to do it.
So he goes over there. What happens on night 1? Like almost within a few hours.
Wait, you're talking about the creepy little redhead kid?
Well, there is a scene that was going on early, but as soon as he walks in, he sees a ghost almost immediately.
Well, are you
Did you watch the movie?
The thing in the mirror where he was like, he kept trying to turn the mirror towards himself. He kept turning away, and then he would turn it back to him, and then it was jump scare. Yeah.
So right off the bat, there's this place is haunted, and like we were going on before, this place is not scary. It's pristine. It's clean. Like you said,
it looks like a Disney backlot of like a house that's in, I don't know, a fantasy movie. Like, it's very bright colors, the outside.
Yeah.
And there's always men working, so that makes it less scary when something is never closed or abandoned.
And there's tons
it's 24/7.
of people
There's people
around.
always around, just doing their shit, working and stuff.
And
so
that's
you're like,
true to life.
Man.
That's true to life. The house was getting worked on all the time, but like, it's just kind of not scary off the bat. Now, he sees that ghost, that jump scare, I'm like, all right.
But because he's crazy, he's on drugs, he keeps talking to himself like, it's me and my drugs. And I'm just seeing crazy shit.
And I like that part. I was like, okay, I can work with that.
Like,
like,
he didn't just dismiss it like a normal non-drug person would, just dismiss it and then go on about
be like, what the fuck?
And I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Movie over.
So there's that. He instantly finds Ghost, and he finally meets the Winchester widow.
It takes a while.
She's a crazy bitch. She's very scary. Watch out, but she's not.
She's so nice, polite, just talks to him directly, doesn't sound like a crazy person.
She's curt, maybe.
Yeah, she's a bit curt. Well, she has her things. She wants things done the way she wants things done.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
much like most old ladies.
Yeah,
and
she wasn't scary or creepy or cryptic.
Not really, but she actually is like, hey, listen, you're going to think this is crazy, but this is what I think is happening in my home. We won't go full into it, but she like lays it all out, and he's like, okay, sure. And when I saw the trailers, even the poster is her with the veil in front of her.
Big.
And I thought Helen Mirren was going to play a spooky, like, old lady.
Yeah,
and very quickly it doesn't do that.
I mean, I wish my grandma was that nice. My nonna's a straight out bitch, but okay, whatever. You know? No, so that was a factor that wasn't... It was just a lot of them going back and forth, too, about, like, what can we not say? Like, about, like, her thinking spirits...
Okay, let's not go into.
Can we give spoilers?
No, let's not go into like who the antagonist is.
I mean, I'm still confused, but okay.
Yeah,
okay. Oh yeah,
who the antagonist is.
But in her mind, because a lot of people died at the hands of these rifles that her company produces, she feels like the souls of these people need like closure or clearance. So like to move on.
So instead of haunting the people that shot them,
the makers of the gun.
They will haunt the widow of the gun maker.
Well, she still makes profit. She still makes a living. But then she takes that money and she creates these rooms for these spirits to come. Like a spirit will tell her like, build my room like this.
The room that I died in. What if you died outside?
I guess.
Does she have to build another backyard?
I guess.
I don't know
what they're doing. And then apparently the ghosts come and they like have a powwow, a little chit chat, little kiki, like, hey, sorry you died by my gun. They're like, that's okay. I guess I forgive you. And then poof, bye bye. They go.
And if they don't go by, they have to seal the ghost in the room with how many nails?
13. And we're going to get back to this room sealing thing because I'm still kind of a little miffed about the final scene when whatever happens. Because, some of these doors have like this big wooden thing across.
Like a bar.
A bar with like 13 nails because I guess
that's a divine number.
Yeah.
Apparently.
She couldn't get through to them or they were just still fucking pissed off and they're like, nah, bitch. Apology, not accepted, okay? And she's like, okay, well, fucking sit in your room then. Forever. So then they just keep adding these rooms, but like, let's say the ghost was like Cape Deuces by, they tear down the room and then they make a new ghost room.
Because there's only so much.
For like ghost atonement and I don't know. So like, this is her crazy system. This is just how she's living her life. This is her truth, I guess. I don't know. And she seems to be cool with it.
She's like, I'll do this forever. I don't care how long it takes. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're not scary at all. You're actually quite
you're
nice.
Just trying to make amends and you feel bad that people die because of, being shot.
Yeah. Since we're already going into it, it's like that's a negative on this film. It's actually not that scary. There are a few jump scares with ghosts that kind of just stop appearing. The first ghost that the doctor sees, that the one that's trying to ascertain whether she's crazy or not, it's in the mirror like we said, but then he sees a really scary ghost in like a closet and he's like, oh shit, and he's like, oh, it's just the poison, it's the poison. You never see these two ghosts again, especially that third one, the second one rather.
Because it could be anybody.
And I'm like, okay, and he asks other people that work, since there's people constantly 24/7, have you seen any ghosts? They're like, no, that's just stupid tall tales. And he's like, okay, that's confusing.
Yeah. And it's like, but like, what are you guys doing?
Are you on
then?
drugs too?
Yeah.
Are you on drugs? I'm on drugs.
And it was like the premise could have been good, Creepy House could be good, but then it just wasn't.
Because I think of,
Great.
I said this to you before, I think of Dracula, where Keanu Reeves or whoever, Jonathan Harker, is trapped in Dracula's castle and just can't get out. For whatever reason, every he tries, he keeps getting pulled back in, he keeps being under hypnosis. And there's none of that here. This guy could have left at any time, and he sort of doesn't.
Yeah, because there's also there's Mrs. Winchester's niece and this little kid.
Oh god, this little kid. Oh fucking god.
This little unfortunate haired kid.
Yes.
Okay. The only scary things in the beginning that makes you think it might be a creepy movie is because they do the whole milky blue eye thing. Possessed by a ghost.
This kid is getting possessed by a ghost in the house, but they don't know who.
And she's all like, possession? She's like, this spirit is more powerful than one we've ever seen that can actually possess a human. And you're like, okay, well, what's gonna happen? And then it's just kind of fizzles. Like, yes, there is a story. Yes, there is this one specific spirit, and we're dealing with why he's like mega butthurt or whatever. But it's not really, it's like, you're like, huh.
Okay, sure.
Like, okay. And they try and do kind of a Sixth Sense-y twist, which, after the Sixth Sense, every other movie is going to try and shove one of those in there.
Yeah.
It's almost become par for the course. It's kind of like, yawn, boring, like.
And then sometimes you think, the twist can't be that simple, so it's got to be something stupid that makes no sense. Like Helen Mirren's the ghost.
Yes.
She's not. No. But you're just like, oh well, you're gonna need to surprise me with something, and when it does try to surprise you with a thing, just like you said, it's like, okay, sure.
And then to top it off, there's a big climactic final scene, and the shit goes crazy, everything starts crumbling, and you're made to think oh, it's this one powerful spirit and he's fucking up the whole house and the house is shaking and pieces are falling off. But then after the credits go up, they're like, the San Francisco earthquake of this date was the largest on record, and you're like, or I don't know, San Diego, I'm not sure where. So you're like,
California.
They're explaining it away that it was a huge earthquake that happened in that moment when it was the climactic final fight
San Diego.
scene.
No, it was in San Francisco, I think. There's a big earthquake in San Francisco. It'd be funny if it was in San Diego and Ron Burgundy is like, oh, sweet Golden's Raven, there's a ghost here. But yeah, so what are you saying? Is the movie saying, hey, there was a real earthquake and that happened?
Maybe.
But was it a ghost quake?
Did the ghost cause the earthquake?
But it happened to all of San Francisco, not just this one house, not the Winchester mansion.
I don't
know either.
But the one thing that I didn't like also was during that final scene when shit's going crazy, all of these doors that have the 13 nails and nails just pop out. Because I guess the ghosts in these rooms were like, oh fuck, shit's going crazy, we gotta get out, we can get out.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. So they all pop out. So then there's all these fucking ghosts everywhere, okay? They're all the mean ones who couldn't be appeased. And then when they get everything resolved, she's just kind of like, back to your rooms now, lads and lassies. And they're like, okay, mom. And
all
they just go back into the rooms. And they just close their own doors. And then her workers come and start nailing them shut. I'm like, if they could have gotten out at any time, if they were free, why didn't they stay out there and keep fucking shit up? They're just like, okay, I guess we had our fun, and then just went back to their rooms.
And some ghosts have something to do with the main antagonist ghost, but other ghosts do not. They don't care who that guy is. I don't know, he's pretty powerful, I guess. Maybe he had ghost residual, an area of effect, so when he was gone, everyone kind of got depressed. When he died a second time.
But they didn't care about him. They didn't know him. That's stupid. None of it makes any sense. Why these ghosts just decided to just... maybe they could have been freed at that point, man. You know what? I'm tired of being in that room. I forgive you, old lady. And then just leave,
I will say it was nice seeing Helen Mirren put on an American accent, because this all takes place in America.
Yeah,
and she's very British. So I was like, wow, maybe I wasn't listening as intently as someone that's looking for it, but I'm like, I don't hear any slips in her accent at all. But
I wasn't listening
she's kind of a veteran at this point.
Isn't she a dame?
Maybe. Maybe you're thinking of Judi Dench.
No, Judi Dench is for sure a dame, but I think Helen Mirren is too.
But wouldn't her name be Dame Helen Mirren?
Maybe she's not fancy. She's just put on airs. I don't know. She's one of my favorites, so I didn't even notice. I didn't even think of that. But
so her acting was good, but she didn't have a lot to sink her teeth into because she wasn't malicious. She didn't have a mean streak per se. So she's just kind of an old lady that's just trying to help out.
Just trying to do right.
And then the other guy, the guy that plays the doctor, he did an okay job too. I think the acting was fine except for that horrible child.
that kid. And the niece too, she wasn't great.
She didn't have much to do either.
Yeah, she was just a kind of a turbo bitch in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then after, she was like, just kind of like, whoa, what do we do? Shit's going crazy. I don't know, my son.
Yeah.
He's weird.
So, like, overall, I'd say that it wasn't terrible by any stretch, but it was a bit disappointing, and it didn't really go... Despite its interesting setup, like, it just didn't do... It didn't
I'm saying
use all its
glad we
potential.
waited for Netflix. Come on,
Yeah.
it's nothing worse than like renting or like going into a theater to see a movie and kind of feeling like this at the end.
Yeah.
If it's quote unquote free because it's on Netflix, then man, why not? But still.
You could do a lot worse. We've seen
Oh my gosh, there is
so
much worse out there for sure. But sometimes don't you always say like, give me a 10 or give me a 0, don't give me a 5?
And it was a 5.
And it was a 5. So it could be more disappointing in that sense that it wasn't so awful that you're like, it's enjoyable, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, that's our recommendation, I think. If you're on a lazy Sunday, you could certainly watch on Netflix. Only it's the highest we could recommend, but there's definitely better out there. There's definitely better worse. But I'd actually almost rather watch a worse at this point. So that concludes tonight's episode of McMuscles
Midnight
Massacre. Midnight Massacre.
Hope you're having a spooky midnight.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow night at midnight with our next review of Whoa!